Have you ever stopped to think about how one viral video could rewrite the rules of international relations? Right now, clips are exploding across YouTube showing Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness delivering a jaw-dropping apology to Burkina Faso's President Ibrahim Traoré, complete with a $600 million reparations pledge. It's the stuff of headlines, stirring up debates from Kingston to Ouagadougou.
People of Burkina Faso, representatives of the Caribbean and Africa, I
Is this a
thank you for this
genuine
warm
diplomatic
welcome.
breakthrough, or something cooked up in the
We
digital
gather
shadows?
today to
Let's
confront
unpack this
the
story layer
uncomfortable
by layer,
truth of our
exploring the facts,
shared
the
historical
rumors,
silence.
and everything in between that has the world
The
buzzing.
historical silence
The speech in
has wounded
question
us
is a
all.
masterclass in
On
dramatic
behalf of the
delivery.
people we serve, we
Holness,
stand
or at
before you
least
today.
the figure portrayed, stands
We must
tall and
confront
addresses
the
Traore
historical
directly,
silence
admitting to Jamaica's
that has long
historical
shrouded the
silence amid
injustices
Africa's
of the
struggles
past.
against colonial
Blackness,
legacies and
the
modern
historical
geopolitical
silence
pressures.
between our regions,
He blasts unfair
represented here
systems
today,
that drained
must
resources and
finally be
dignity from
broken.
nations like Burkina
This
Faso,
moment signifies
labeling it
the
all
true
as
liberation
profoundly
of our
wrong.
economies and our
Then
people.
comes the bombshell,
The chains are
a
broken,
$600
and we will
million
not look
commitment
back.
spread over
We
5
stand here
years,
today
handed
to
over
admit
without
that
conditions.
Jamaica was wrong.
It's positioned not as
We seek
aid,
your
but
forgiveness
as
for the
reparative
injustices
justice,
of the
a
past.
fund for infrastructure, agriculture,
We stand
education,
here
or
today-
health, decided
we stand here
solely by
today to
Burkina
acknowledge the
Faso's people.
historical wrongs.
The transcript even mentions a
Jamaica's
bilateral
complicity.
council for ongoing
We
dialogue,
recognize and
emphasizing
apologize
partnership over
for the
paternalism.
complicity of our ancestors.
Online, reactions poured in
In the
fast,
harms
with
perpetrated.
ex-users
Jamaica
sharing clips and
recognizes its
speculating
role in
if
the
this signals a
transatlantic
new
slave
era
trade
of South-South
and the lasting
alliances.
trauma it caused.
But
We
whispers
must
quickly
confront
emerged
this
about
past
typos
together.
in the text,
It
like
is my
Burkina
distinct honor
Faso
to
or
announce a
Traore,
commitment of
hinting it might not be an
$600
official
million
record.
towards
Reports
the
claim these
cause of
videos surfaced
reparations.
just
We
days
salute
ago,
his leadership
mostly
and
on
vision
channels
for a
pushing
stronger
Traore's
future.
narrative,
The people
raising eyebrows
united.
about their authenticity.
The people united
And that
will
sets the
never be
stage for
defeated.
digging deeper into the man everyone's talking about.
The commitment and vision
Ibrahim
of President
Traore's
Traore
ascent to power reads like
stand
a
as a beacon
high-stakes
of hope.
political thriller. At just 34, he
We are
orchestrated a
witnessing
military
the
coup in
rise of a
September
true
2022,
African patriot.
ousting Paul-Henri Santiago de Miba, who
Jamaica
himself
and
had
Burkina
seized control
Faso share
only
a
months
history
earlier.
forged in the
It was
crucible of
Traore's
slavery,
second coup that
continuing
year,
through the
marking
struggles we
Burkina
see in
Faso's
today's
turbulent
protests.
shift from civilian rule amid jihadist
From the shackles of our
insurgencies.
past in
Once in
Jamaica
charge, he wasted
to the
no time
ongoing
rebranding
fight
as
in
an
Burkina Faso.
anti-imperialist firebrand. French
Etched in the
troops,
suffering
long
of
stationed
those
there under
chains is
anti-terror
our
pacts,
shared
were
history.
expelled by early
But from
2023,
that struggle,
replaced by Russian military advisors. Traore nationalized key gold mines,
nationalization of the
arguing
gold
it would
mines in
keep
Burkina
profits
is a direct
local rather than
response to
flowing to
these
foreign
rising deaths.
corporations. He formed the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, with Mali and
Geopolitical
Niger, a
manipulation
bloc
threatened
aimed
our
at mutual
stability.
defense and
As
economic
external debt
independence.
spirals,
Fans
geopolitical
online hail
manipulations
him
and the
as a
rising
modern
tide
Thomas
of debt
Sankara,
are forcing nations
Burkina's
to act.
revolutionary icon,
This is
assassinated in
unprecedented. What happens
1987.
next?
These
Rumors
economic
suggest his
pressures,
speeches,
fueled by
often
geopolitical
viral in
manipulation,
flawless English,
are driving
inspire
nations
millions
like
across
Burkina
the
Faso
diaspora.
to nationalize their
But here's
gold.
the twist. Speculation
We
abounds that
recognize
Traore
and celebrate
isn't
the
actually fluent in
unwavering
English,
sovereignty
leading to theories
of
these
Burkina
clips
Faso.
are enhanced or fabricated to
Today
amplify
we
his
stand
global
in
appeal.
firm solidarity with
Either way,
Burkina Faso.
his moves have
Their
positioned
sovereignty
Burkina
is
Faso as a
paramount,
symbol of
and their
defiance,
courage
but not without
inspires us
sparking
all.
intense debates about
We
what's
hail
really
the
happening on the
sovereignty
ground.
of
Shifting
Burkina
gears to the
Faso.
economy, Burkina
This is an
Faso's financial
uplifting
landscape
moment
is
for us
rife
all.
with conflicting narratives.
Today we
Under Traore,
recognize
gold
the
production has
unwavering
ramped up,
spirit of
with reports
Burkina
claiming the
Faso.
country now earns $1,200 per ounce, up from a rumored $300
As you can see,
under previous
the
French
reparative
influence
fund
deals.
is entirely
This windfall, it
unrestricted.
said, funds ambitious
This allows
projects
us
like
to allocate
free
the
farming
details of the
equipment
reparative
worth
fund confirm it is
$179 million
unrestricted,
to boost
allowing us to
agriculture.
invest in schools,
Then there's the
hospitals,
Patriotic
and
Support
farms
Fund,
across the
launched to
nation.
rally citizens for
The
defense and
reparative
development.
fund is
Buzz
truly
Online says
unrestricted.
Burkina Bay people
We can
smashed the
invest
150
directly
billion CFA
into our
franc
communities.
goal, contributing
The
over
reparative fund is
101
completely
billion in 6
unrestricted.
months
It
through
will be
voluntary
used
donations.
to rebuild our schools,
Speculation
our
runs hot.
hospitals, and
Is
our
this pure
farms.
patriotism,
Wholeness
or are there
reflects
pressures
on
to chip
Jamaica's
in amid
own
economic
complicity.
hardships? Critics point out the nation's debt has actually climbed to around $6 billion, equating to 65% of
Wholeness
GDP,
reflects
higher than
on
neighbors like
Jamaica's
Nigeria.
own complicity.
Viral claims of total debt payoff?
Wholeness
Unverified,
reflects on
with
Jamaica's
fact-checkers
own
calling them
complicity.
outright myths. Rumors suggest Western blockades are stifling growth, forcing self-reliance.
We have to look inward.
But poverty persists,
We
and
have to
inflation bites
reflect
hard.
on Jamaica's
It's a tale
own
of potential
complicity
triumph, shadowed
in
by
these
skepticism,
matters.
making you wonder
The
if the
greatest
$600
challenge we
million
face
apology
is not
fits into a larger
technological,
puzzle
but
of
imaginative.
reimagined aid.
We must
But
dare.
prosperity talks often
stand
gloss
at the
over the
precipice of
stark
change.
security realities.
It is our duty to
Burkina
leap
Faso
forward,
tops the
to
Global
innovate,
Terrorism
and
Index
to
for
redefine
2024
what is
and
possible.
2025,
We are
with
building the
jihadist
future
groups
together,
like
not just
JINIM
waiting
linked to
for it.
Al-Qaeda controlling
This is
up
our
to
moment to
40% of the
innovate and
territory.
inspire the world.
Attacks have displaced millions, and civilian deaths
As we
number in the
pledge
thousands
these
annually.
ongoing partnerships,
Traore's
we are
response?
building bridges
Massive
between
military
our
recruitment
nations.
drives and purges of
I
officers
pledge that we will
suspected of
continue to
disloyalty,
forge
which some
partnerships,
reports claim have
building
weakened the Army's
bridges
effectiveness.
and breaking the chains
Foiled
of the
coup
past.
plots surface every few
Stand
months,
united
the
today.
latest in April
We stand united
2025,
today,
allegedly backed
breaking
by
the
foreign
chains
actors.
of the past and building
Speculation
bridges
points
towards
fingers
a
at Western
shared.
powers, with
We
rumors of
stand
U.S. or
united
French
today,
orchestration to
forging new
destabilize
bridges
the
of
regime.
cooperation.
Online
The
forums like
chains of the
Reddit's
past are shattering.
r/Africa buzz with debates.
I am
Is
pleased to
Traore a
announce
stabilizing
the
force,
establishment
or are his
of
hardline
the
tactics
Bilateral
fueling the
Council.
chaos? It's been said that Russian Wagner mercenaries, now
The
Africa
establishment
Corps,
of this
provide crucial
bilateral
support.
council
But at what
marks a
cost?
new era
These
of
unverified
cooperation.
stories paint a
Since
nation on the edge, where heroism
It
and
is my
hardship
distinct honor
collide,
to formation
begging
or
the
to announce
question
the
of how
formation of the
external
Bilateral
gestures like
Council.
Jamaica's could play into this volatile mix.
Wholeness announces the
Adding another
Bilateral
layer,
Council.
media freedom, or the lack thereof, has become a flashpoint. Journalists face arrests without trial, including prominent
I
figures like
understand your
Gazuma
skepticism.
Sanogo and Luke
Many of you
Pedbelgam,
have heard these
accused of
promises
spreading
before.
disinformation
But
against
let
the
me be
government.
clear, my plan
Reports claim
The
foreign
challenges we
media bans
face are
since
significant,
2023
yes.
have created
But
an
let me assure
information
you,
vacuum,
our
allowing
strategy is
state
sound,
narratives to
and
dominate.
we will emerge stronger
Speculation
than before.
suggests
I
this is to
understand your
protect
skepticism.
Traore's image
The
amid
challenges are
criticisms
real.
of
But
authoritarianism.
if we stand together,
On
if we
X,
believe in this
users share
vision,
threads
we will
debunking
succeed.
viral claims, like
I
Reno
understand
Omokri's
your
post
skepticism.
calling out
Believe me.
AI-generated videos
But
as
if we look at
propaganda.
the facts,
It's
the
rumored that
path
Burkina
forward is
Faso has
clear.
become a disinformation
We are
lab, with
We are
deepfakes
moving
making
beyond
Traore
mere
appear in
speeches.
star-studded
This is
endorsements
our
or fluent
commitment
English
to
rallies.
action.
Fans
Securing
speculate these
new
tactics
wholeness
counter
vows
Western smear
action
campaigns,
beyond.
but skeptics argue they're internal tools to suppress dissent. With literacy rates low and secondary
Wholeness
education
vows
enrollment lagging,
action beyond
controlling the story
speeches.
becomes key. The censorship angle adds intrigue, especially when tied to a supposed apology that thrives on unchecked online
The
hype.
time for
Shifting
talking is
gears to
over.
the economy,
We are moving
Burkina
forward
Faso's
with
financial
real
landscape
action.
is rife with
Wholeness
conflicting
promises
narratives.
to defend
Under Traore,
Burkina
gold
Faso
production has ramped up,
internationally.
with reports claiming the country now earns $1,200 per ounce,
Wholeness
up from a
promises
rumored
to defend
$300 under
Burkina
previous
Faso
French-influenced
internationally.
deals. This windfall, it's said, funds ambitious projects
Wholeness
like free farming
promises to
equipment worth
defend
over
Burkina Faso
$179 million to
internationally.
boost agriculture. Then there's the Patriotic Support Fund,
Wholeness
launched to rally
promises
citizens
to
for
defend
defense and
Burkina
development.
Faso
Buzz online says
internationally.
Burkina Faso people smashed the 150 billion CFA franc goal,
To my friend
contributing
Traore,
over 101
thank
billion
you for
in
your
6 months
unwavering
through
leadership
voluntary
and
donations.
sacrifice. We are
Speculation
forever
runs
grateful.
hot. Is this pure patriotism?
To
Or
Mr.
are there pressures
Traore,
to
your
chip in
dedication
amid
has
economic
inspired
hardships?
us all.
Critics
Thank
point
you
out the
for
nation's
everything
debt
you've
has
done.
actually climbed to around $6 billion, equating to 65% of GDP, higher than neighbors like Nigeria. Viral claims of total debt payoff?
Mr. Traore,
Unverified,
on
with
behalf of
fact-checkers calling
everyone
them
here,
outright
thank
myths.
you for your
Rumors
incredible
suggest
service.
Western
It is an
blockades are
honor.
stifling growth,
We look at the
forcing
faces of these
self-reliance.
children
But
and feel the
poverty
pride of
persists, and
generations.
inflation bites
The
hard.
investment in their
It's a
future
tale of
is the
potential
truest
triumph,
form of
shadowed
legacy.
by skepticism, making
We
you
stand
wonder
here
if the
today,
$600 million
proud of the
apology
legacy we
fits
are
into
building.
a larger puzzle of
These new
reimagined aid.
schools, funded,
But prosperity
we have
talks
secured
often
the
gloss
future
over
for
the
our
stark
children.
security realities.
These schools are
Burkina
a testament
Faso
to our
tops the
legacy,
Global Terrorism
filling
Index
us
for
with
2024
pride.
and
Our
2025,
legacy is secure,
with
and
jihadist
the
groups
future
like
generations
JINIM
educated
linked
in
to
these
Al-Qaeda,
halls thanks to
controlling up to
reparations
40%
are our
of the
greatest
territory.
pride.
Attacks have
With
displaced
the era
millions, and
of
civilian deaths
justice
number in the thousands
beginning.
annually. Traore's response? Massive military recruitment
End
drives and
with the
purges of
era of
officers suspected
justice
of disloyalty,
beginning.
which some reports claim have weakened the Army's effectiveness. Foiled coup plots surface every few months,
The
latest
era
in April
of
2025,
justice
allegedly
beginning.
backed by foreign actors. Speculation points fingers at
End
Western powers,
with the era
with rumors
of
of
justice
U.S. or French
beginning.
orchestration to destabilize the regime. Online forums like Reddit's r/Africa buzz with debates. Is Traore a stabilizing force, or are his hardline tactics fueling the chaos? It's been said that Russian Wagner mercenaries, now Africa Corps, provide crucial support, but at what cost? These unverified stories paint a nation on the edge, where heroism and hardship collide. begging the question of how external gestures like Jamaica's could play into this volatile
People
mix.
of Burkina Faso,
Adding another
representatives
layer,
of the
media
Caribbean
freedom,
and
or
Africa,
the lack
I
thereof,
thank you for
has
this
become a
warm
flashpoint.
welcome.
Journalists face arrests without
We
trial,
gather today
including prominent
to
figures like
confront
Gazuma
the
Sanogo and
uncomfortable
Luke
truth
Belgium,
of our
accused of
shared
spreading
historical
disinformation against the
silence.
government. Reports claim foreign media
historical
bans since
silence
2023
has wounded
have
us
created
all.
an information vacuum,
On behalf of the
allowing
people we
state narratives
serve,
to
we stand
dominate.
before you today.
Speculation suggests this is to
We must
protect
confront
Traore's image
the
amid
historical
criticisms of
silence
authoritarianism.
that has long
On
shrouded the
X,
injustices
users
of the
share
past.
threads debunking viral
Darkness.
claims,
The
like Reno
historical
Omokri's
silence
post
between
calling
our
out
regions,
AI-generated videos as
represented here
propaganda.
today, must
It's
finally
rumored that
be
Burkina
broken.
Faso has become a
This moment
disinformation
signifies the
lab,
true liberation
with
of our
deepfakes making
economies and our
Traore
people.
appear in star-studded
Chains are
endorsements
broken,
or fluent English
and we will
rallies.
not look back.
Fans speculate
We
these
stand here
tactics
today
counter
to
Western
admit
smear
that
campaigns,
Jamaica was
but
wrong.
skeptics argue their
We
internal
seek your
tools to
forgiveness
suppress
for the
dissent.
injustices of the past.
With literacy rates low and secondary education
stand
enrollment
here
lagging,
today-
controlling the
stand here
story
today
becomes
to
key.
acknowledge the historical
The censorship
wrongs.
angle adds intrigue,
Jamaica's
especially when tied
complicity.
to a supposed
We
apology
recognize
that
and
thrives on
apologize
unchecked online
for the
hype.
complicity
Shifting
of our
gears to the
ancestors
economy, Burkina
in the
Faso's
harms
financial
perpetrated.
landscape
Jamaica
is
recognizes
rife
its
with
role in
conflicting
the
narratives.
transatlantic slave
Under
trade
Traore,
and the
gold
lasting
production
trauma
has
it
ramped up,
caused.
with
We must
reports
confront
claiming the
this
country
past
now
together.
earns $1,200
It is my
per ounce,
distinct
up
honor
from a
to
rumored
announce a
$300
commitment of
under previous
$600
French
million
deals.
towards
This
the
windfall,
cause of
it said,
reparation.
funds
We
ambitious
salute his
projects like
leadership
free
and vision
farming
for a
equipment
stronger
worth
future.
over
The
$179
people
million
united.
to boost
The people
agriculture.
united will never
Then there's
be
the
defeated.
Patriotic Support Fund, launched to rally citizens for
The
defense and
commitment
development.
and vision of President
Buzz
Traore
Online says Burkina Faso
stand as a
people
beacon of
smashed
hope.
the 150 billion CFA franc goal,
We are
contributing over
witnessing the
101
rise of
billion
a
in
true
6 months
African
through voluntary
patriot.
donations. Speculation runs
President-
hot.
Jamaica
Is
and
this
Burkina
pure
Faso
patriotism,
share a history
or are there
forged in the
pressures to
crucible of
chip in
slavery,
amid economic
continuing
hardships?
through the struggles we see
Critics
in
point out
today's
the nation's debt
protests.
has actually climbed to around $6
From the
billion,
shackles of our past
equating
in
to
Jamaica
65%
to
of
the
GDP,
ongoing fight
higher than
in
neighbors
Burkina
like
Faso.
Nigeria. Viral claims of
Etched
total
in
debt
the
payoff,
suffering of those
unverified,
chains
with
is our
fact-checkers
shared
calling
history.
them outright myths.
But from that
Rumors
struggle,
suggest Western blockades are stifling
things
growth,
exist.
forcing self-reliance. But
The
poverty
nationalization of the
persists,
gold
and
mines in
inflation
Burkina is a
bites
direct
hard.
response to
It's a
these
tale
rising
of
debts.
potential triumph, shadowed by skepticism, making you wonder if the $600 million
Geopolitical
apology
manipulation
fits
threaten
into a
our
larger
stability.
puzzle of
As external
reimagined
debt
aid.
spirals,
But
geopolitical
prosperity
manipulations and
talks
the
often
rising
gloss
tide
over
of debt
the
are
stark
forcing
security
nations to
realities.
act.
Burkina
This is
Faso tops the
unprecedented.
global
What happens
terrorism
next?
index for
These
2024
economic
and
pressures,
2025,
fueled by
with
geopolitical
jihadist groups like
manipulation, are driving
JINIM
nations
linked
like
to Al
Burkina
Qaeda,
Faso to
controlling up to
nationalize their
40%
gold.
of the territory.
we
Attacks have
recognize
displaced
and
millions,
celebrate
and
the
civilian deaths
unwavering
number in the
sovereignty
thousands
of
annually.
Burkina Faso.
Traore's response? Massive
Today
military
we
recruitment
stand in
drives
firm
and purges of
solidarity with
officers
Burkina Faso.
suspected of disloyalty,
Their
which
sovereignty
some
is
reports
paramount,
claim have
and their
weakened the
courage
army's effectiveness.
inspires us all.
Foiled coup
We
plots
hail
surface
the
every few
sovereignty
months,
of
the latest in
Burkina
April
Faso.
2025,
This is an
allegedly backed by
uplifting
foreign
moment
actors.
for us all.
Speculation points fingers
Today
at
we
Western powers,
recognize the
with rumors of
unwavering
US or
spirit of
French
Burkina
orchestration
Faso.
to destabilize the regime. Online forums like Reddit's
As you can
r/Africa
see,
buzz with debates.
the reparative fund
Is
is
Traore a
entirely
stabilizing
unrestricted.
force, or are his hardline
This
tactics
allows us to
fueling
allocate the
chaos?
details of the
It's
reparative
been
fund
said that Russian
confirmed it is
Wagner
unrestricted,
mercenaries, now
allowing
Africa
us to
Corps,
invest in
provide
schools,
crucial support,
hospitals, and
but at what
farms
cost?
across the nation.
These
The
unverified
reparative
stories paint a
fund
nation on
is
the edge,
truly
where heroism
unrestricted.
and hardship
We
collide,
can invest
begging the
directly
question of how
into our
external
communities.
gestures like
The
Jamaica's
reparative
could
fund
play
is
into this
completely
volatile mix.
unrestricted. It will be
Adding
used
another
to
layer,
rebuild our
media freedom,
schools,
or
our
the lack thereof,
hospitals, and
has
our
become a
farms.
flashpoint.
Wholeness
Journalists
reflects
face arrests
on
without
Jamaica's
trial,
own
including prominent
complicity.
figures like Gazuma Sanogo and Luke Belgium, accused of spreading disinformation against the government. Reports claim foreign media bans since
Wholeness
2023
reflects
have
on
created an
Jamaica's
information
own
vacuum, allowing
complicity.
state narratives to dominate.
Wholeness
Speculation
reflects on
suggests
Jamaica's
this is to
own
protect
complicity.
Traore's image amid criticisms of authoritarianism. On X, users share threads
have to look
debunking viral
inward.
claims, like Reno
We have to
Omokri's
reflect
post calling out
on
AI-generated
Jamaica's own
videos as
complicity
propaganda.
in these
It's rumored
matters.
that Burkina Faso has become a
greatest challenge we
disinformation lab,
face
with
is not
deepfakes making
technological,
Traore
but
appear in star-studded
imaginative.
endorsements
We
or
must
fluent English
dare-
rallies.
We
Fans
stand at the
speculate these
precipice of
tactics
change.
counter Western
It is
smear
our duty
campaigns,
to leap
but
forward,
skeptics argue
to
their
innovate,
internal tools
and to
to suppress
redefine what is
dissent.
possible.
With
We are
literacy rates
building the
low
future
and
together,
secondary education education
not just
enrollment
waiting
lagging,
for it.
controlling the story
This is our
becomes key.
moment to innovate
The censorship
and inspire
angle adds
the world.
intrigue, especially when tied to a supposed
As we
apology
pledge
that
these
thrives on
ongoing
unchecked
partnerships,
online hype.
we are building